We're back today with Season 2 MyGM here, WWE 2K23, on the road to WrestleMania Backlash. Again, we were the #1 brand after Season 1. And as you can take a look here, you can see the roster we've drafted and some of the faces we've retained heading in to Season 2. We have our one half of the Tag Team Championship and also our Universal Champion Cody Rhodes. We have Tamina with 92 popularity, Seth freaking Rollins, Braun Strowman, and Asuka, our top go-getters here on the brand. And something we're going to be looking to do this season in Season 2, a little bit more of a challenge for us, is we're going to try to fill out a few faces here in free agency. Going to try to find anybody that's below 50 popularity. And really, I really want to try to grab a couple of these people from enhancement talent, the likes of Broderick, Pretty Ruthless, Nick Nosedive, Sassy Molassie, Cindy Fluff, Sammy Vortex, Trixie Gambit. I think some of these faces deserve a chance on the top brand. And I think it'd be fun to see if we could take somebody from a 19 popularity like a Cindy Fluff here and see if we can turn her into a superstar within a season or two. I think that could be a fun challenge. So we're going to look to potentially sign some of these cheap enhancement talents and make them full-time roster members here on Smackdown. And the first one we're going to bring in is Pretty Ruthless. It's a permanent signing for $28,000. The stamina 62, popularity at 27. We'll see what work we can do with her. And another one we're going to sign that could be a face to go opposite, potentially a tag team feud here, would be Nova Northern Light. Again, 24 popularity, a permanent signing for $26,000. And we're going to do the exact same thing for the men's division. And I'm kind of leaning towards Flint McStones because, I mean, just look at him. He deserves it. And as we booked out our first show, you see we have all the titles online outside of the men's tag team championship match. This is going to be a big one, starting some feuds. So let's talk about this as we go through it. So the opening match here, this is the first feud I want to work into Backlash. It'll be Asuka, Dakota Kai. The big reason here, we're trying to get Dakota Kai's popularity up. It's currently at 51. I want to see if we can potentially grow that into the low 70s out of this feud as she wins the championship. It doesn't begin a feud though. It's a little bit disappointing. Now we are starting a rivalry here with our enhancement talent, Braun Strowman, calling them out. So McStone's in a feud. Women's tag titles on the line. Ruthless and Tamina against Hartwell and Northern Light for the women's tag team championship. And Tamina and Pretty Ruthless win it. Starts a feud, 2.5 stars. It's fine. We get a promo for Becky Lynch. Grows her popularity by 6. And the IC title on the line, LA Knight versus Seth freaking Rollins, and Rollins wins the IC title. No feud beginning there. Theory promo gains 1 popularity, and our main event, Cody Rhodes defending his title against AJ Styles, and Cody retains. Let's see if it begins a feud. No, what on earth? No feuds growing. So after week 1 of season 2, you see how we stacked up. I mean, we didn't have any crazy great matches. You do see the NXT had a heck of an opener with their first match here, and a Falls Count Anywhere. That tells you why. For the title, they spent some money on it. But overall, not too terrible. Pretty Ruthless and Tamina are an incredible tag team, so that's great knowledge. We gained 33,000 fans and a budget. We gain a profit of $126,000. So let's see how we stack up. 33,709. NXT defeats us in week 1. Raw is behind us with 22,000, and WCW right there with NXT. So at the end of week 1, we get a pre-match physio card. Okay, that's nice to see. And we're still on top. As you see the fans carry over from season 1, we're still on top. And WCW, though, trying to close the gap. Again, we're ahead by about 100,000 fans. So we have a little bit of a leeway here for at least the first probably pay-per-view. And we're being hit. WCW with a double cost card applied. That's going to be, again, doubling the cost of all of our matches this upcoming week. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And Asuka is enacting her rematch clause. I think we can make that work. Again, that's the feud I want to grow. We're going to go with it. And again, we're going to use one of our Birth of the Legends cards, see if we can get some popularity boost for some big stars. Well, not too bad. We got one from Nova Northern Light. I'm really happy to see that. That's big. And we're going to go use cheat code. We're going to steal one of the top stars. Again, They will permanently join our roster starting next week, but they are not allowed to be title holders. And I'm going to go straight to WCW. They're our biggest threat right now. So let's see what we can take from Bischoff here. They have Ridge Holland. They have Finn Balor. Stamina's garbage. So I'm trying to find somebody that's, you know, got a lot of stamina and decent popularity overall that can join us. And there's some decent faces there. Let's move on to, let's look at NXT. So NXT, looking at them, they have Sami Zayn, which we've had. Solo Sikoa. That's actually a pretty good get if we can get him, but I'm really leaning we need a face for the men's division. So the last brand is Raw, and you're looking again, I'm trying to find a face, and I think I found the get right there. Look at that, 95 stamina, 62 popularity, Damian Priest. That could be clutch for us down the stretch. Let's grab him. We're going to make a signing here. This is a permanent hiring of Shotzi. We needed a good heel. She's got a match specialty of tables. We already know that. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. That's going to cost us some money, but I think we can make that up in the long haul. Okay, we're heading into our second week. We have one title on the line. That is the Smackdown Tag Team Championship. This is going to be Cody and Seth versus Apollo and LA Knight. Really, I'm hoping they drop these titles because we need them off. They don't. They retain. Okay, well, that's fine. No feud grown there. We are getting a call out here to begin the promo. This rivalry between AJ and Cody Rhodes. Becky versus Shotzi. This is a feud I want to have. And it is, yes, level 1, 3-star match. I'm good with it. We needed that. Chad Gable, got to get him some popularity. Triple threat time here. See if we can progress the feud between McStones and Braun Strowman. Disappointed. Crap. Well, that's not great. 1.5-star match there. And I'm leading our main event. Here it is. Tables match. Dakota Kai defeated by Asuka, and it's a 3.5-star match, and there's the rivalry growing. Great to see. And here we are. So you see how we stacked up again. Outside of that second mid card, pretty good, pretty decent. But WCW, Raw had a stinker in the first mid card, but it was really NXT, WCW, very consistent. NXT putting a couple titles on the line there. They got some good stuff going. WCW as well, tag titles on the line. They have a good roster there. I'm really pleased with what they're doing there. But how do we stack up in the numbers? 31,000 fans, $114,000 in profit. We need, let's see, 39,000 NXT, again closing that gap. Raw still trailing behind at 28,000 fans, and WCW 31,000, right on par with us. So NXT bridging the gap now, trying to close in. We're still, you know, we have that lead, so we're in good shape right now. And Damian Priest, there it is. He is happy to join the blue brand. Welcome to SmackDown, Priest. Let's get you going. And again, we're going to use another Birth of the Legends card. Gain 6 popularity. And we're getting it to a couple big stars we needed to. Ruthless, Shotzi, McStone, Styles, Hartwell, and so forth. And we're going to go ahead and use another cheat code card here. We have 3 left. NXT has Humberto. Look at this. 93 stamina, 88 popularity. If we don't grab him, then we're just idiots, I suppose. So we're going to grab Humberto. He'll be on the brand next week. And we're also going to spend a little money here, buy Best Friends Forever. This will select an opposing brand, reduce 2 of their rivalries by 1 level. That's huge. And we booked our next show. Look at this. We have a pretty good card on hand. Again, the budget waning a little bit, but I think we can make some money out of this one. So the first match, tag titles back on the line, this time against our newest superstar, Damian Priest and Apollo Crews, who win the titles. Exactly what I wanted. There's no rivalry either. That's great. It's clean cut. It's done. And AJ cost that one. He had a run in there with Cody. And then Braun calling out McStones, continuing the rivalry there. Tag titles on the line here. This is a rivalry I want to grow. Tamina and Ruthless win the match, 2.5 stars. Doesn't do anything with the feud though. It's so weird how it's inconsistent. LA Knight getting a call out there. It's good. Rivalry there. Becky Lynch and Shotzi. Shotzi with the dub and level 2 feud. Good to see. We get a self promo here for Chad Gable as he shushes the crowd to no popularity gain. And Dakota Kai taking on Asuka, trying to grow that feud further. Kai with the win, level 2, 2.5-star match. Not great. And ladies and gents, here you see it. Again, a more consistent show. Again, 2.5 stars though across the board, not great. NXT probably outside of WCW had the most consistent show, but not bad. We finished 31,000 fans gained this week, $129,000 profit. I told you we were going to make money, and look at that, we did. So 31,000 fans. How does NXT do? Wow, 10,000 more. Raw, 2,000 more than us. And WCW at 31,000 is right on par. So NXT making a push. We also get a special promotion card, ensures we'll retain most of our fans next week we use it. So again, we're still first place by a little under 100,000 now. The budget, we are still in a decent spot, so I'm not going to complain too much. Humberto, welcome to the blue brand. Again, another massive star coming in there. 99 stamina now, 92 popularity, y'all. That is huge. And Seth Rollins is upset. We're going to tell him no. And we are here for the go home show. Again, a good card on hand. 2 titles on the line as we get ready for Smackdown before Backlash. We have the tag team titles on the line for the women's division. And our champions retain. Hopefully the feud will grow to level 3 from this. Nothing. Still 4-star match that will take it. We get a promo there. Level 3 feud now between AJ and Cody. And Humberto making his debut on the blue brand against Apollo Crews with a win. Again, massive popularity for him. 3-star match. Shotzi getting called out by Becky. 2-star feud there. And then we have a fatal 4-way match here. 2 feuds on this one. Braun with the win. It grows the feud to level 3 between him and Mick Stones. And then a call out from Dakota Kai against Asuka. Level 3 feud. Main event time. Damian Priest taking on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins retains the IC title 4-star match, which was huge. So after the go home show, our best card we've had so far this season so far. But again, NXT put on a heck of a banger as well. They had a 4.5-star match and then a 4-star main event. So NXT doing their due diligence. Let's see how the numbers shake up here after the go home show. So we had 34,000 fan gain, $139,000 profit, no new show notes to mention. Looking at NXT, 52,000 fan gain, over $100,000 budget. So that's huge for them. They're closing that deficit pretty quick. Raw still struggling behind. Poor Kurt Angle, just can't get it going. And then WCW, 45,000 fan gain. That's big for them. So we're still in front. NXT still third, and WCW. So again, we're in a good spot. But this pay-per-view is about to be massive as we get ready now. And we head to Backlash. And we've been hit with limited stock. Select an opposing brand, double the price of their power cards in the shop next week. That's no big deal for us. And Shotzi's got an idea here. I've been talking with Aaliyah, and she has an idea that they'd be great for a tag team match. So that's something to keep in mind going forward, Shotzi and Aaliyah as a tag. And ladies and gents, before this pay-per-view, we are going to go ahead, and I think it's going to be fun. We're going to grab Randy Orton. He's a permanent signing. We need him, I think, for just to fill out the roster even further for the men's division. We're going to go with it. And there you see it, ladies and gentlemen, the card for WrestleMania Backlash. The main event of today's episode. Let's get to the card. Let's see how it progresses. The tag titles on the line for the women's division. Again, a feud that's been brewing. And let's see. Wow, the champs retain a 3.5-star match. The feud grows to level 2, which is nice to see. We get a promo, a call out there. Finally, the feud is now brewing. Level 1 rivalry between Seth and Damian Priest. Now, Becky Lynch and Shotzi. I have high hopes that this could grow into something big. Shotzi defeats Becky, 3.5 stars, level 3 rivalry. And our newest superstars right here, we have Randy Orton and Humberto, level 1 rivalry brewing there. That could be massive. Women's championship on the line, the SmackDown Women's Championship, and Asuka takes it back. Rivalry's complete. It's a 4-star finish. And then we're getting LA Knight charity. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take the little money. We got Flint McStones versus Braun Strowman. Again, Stone's up to 50 popularity now, by the way, y'all. You just saw that. Rivalry complete, 3.5 stars. And our main event in a steel cage, Cody versus AJ. Who will win? The Universal title on the line. And Cody retains against him. A rivalry, 5 stars. It's complete. Cody can now move on to the next challenger. And there you see the night that was. And man, did every brand just have a good show overall. Nobody's really just had a stinker out there. I do want to look at something here. Looking at our match report for Tamina Ruthless. Look, Ruthless is now up to 57 popularity with those tag titles on. And Nova Northern Light up to 56 popularity. Both of them were in like the 20s, if I recall, at the beginning of this episode. And now, look at that. They're right there in the 50s. This is exactly what we wanted to see here in this first PLE coming in. And also, if we go down to McStones here, 58 or 57 popularity now. which clutch. I mean, we've turned him in now to a decent mid-card talent that can move on to the next feud. Very, very pleased with where we're seeing these guys. And then you see, of course, Cody 94 popularity, AJ 86. We are moving in the right direction. After the pay-per-view, 150,000 fans gained and it's only $67,000 profit, but 150,000 fans. How's that stack up with NXT? We're about 25,000 ahead of NXT. How do we do against Raw? Much better than Raw with 111,000, and WCW second place right now, 123,000. So we separated. After this week, we get a new card for contract negotiation 1, adds 2 weeks to a free agent or legend contract duration. Also, a superstar training will train one of our enhancement talents to become a permanent superstar on the brand if we choose to be. We also got injury rehab 3, reduces injury time for a superstar by 3 weeks. And at the end of Backlash, we are on top. We are 2,000 fans away from 3 million. And again, we're over 100,000 fans away, or separated from WCW. So next episode we'll pick up, we're on the road to Hell in a Cell. Can we keep this momentum moving forward for SmackDown?